Hey guys, it's Supernova Chips, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to win solo Bedwars more consistently and get better grinding sessions. Whether you like to increase finals, beds or wins, this video will help you get there. Also, if this video helped you out, consider subscribing for more Bedwars content and dropping a like so it can reach more people. Hope you enjoy! So firstly, you're going to want to pick a good map to queue. So ideally, you're going to want to queue a map that is a quick rush and doesn't have any pitfalls. This could be a fast gen or a slow gen, such as Meso, Lighthouse or Speedway. The most important part is just choosing one map and sticking to it, so you can get used to the structure of the map and the gameplay. For example, on Orchestra, people often rush through the middle of the map, even if their base is right next to yours. If the map's a fast gen, or a mid gen like Lighthouse, you'll want to buy 64 wool, build a quick 1-layer wool bed defense, and start bridging. Build up every 5 or so blocks, and when you get to the middle of your bridge, you'll want to check where your opponent is, especially if you can hear other block placing sounds that sound quieter and out of sync with your own. If you're playing on a slow gen, you'll want to buy 16 wool, defend your bed, and then start your bridge. Then, when you run out of blocks, return to the gen and buy the rest of your blocks you need. While a wool defense is a simple but quick option for defending your bed, sometimes buying a hot dog defense can be more viable. For example, if you're playing on a slow gen or a forward rush map, and you can quickly buy a wood or clay defense, and then run back and start your bridge. After you take out your first rush, you should check who to rush, and then immediately go to that diamond gen. Knowing who to rush before getting diamonds can help save your bed. By the way, this only applies to side rush maps like Lighthouse and Orchestra with a diagonal diamond gen. Spend those diamonds on protection and a minor fatigue trap, and if you have any extra, you should put it into your ender chest. I don't recommend buying heal pool unless you're a final, or you have a specific reason to be in your base. Next, you should rush that player. At this point, you should have shears and wooden tools unless you're playing on a slow gen. Repeat this process for tagging players until there's one player left. Get emeralds when it's necessary and make sure to keep getting diamonds. Preferably, you'll have a bridge to your diamond gen directly from your base. Be mindful of where the other players are and try to counter everything they do. If you're not confident in taking a fight, don't take it and buy sneaky items like potions and knockback sticks to get the win against the sweat. If your bed gets destroyed during your first rush, you have the choice to continue fighting your first rush, run away, or both. What I would suggest is combining both methods by bridging to diamonds, and if they're going to chase after you, then you should probably quickly rush them. As a final, you should always be trying to counter your opponent's gear. In this stage of the game, it means you go diamonds. If they get diamonds, get chainmail or iron armor. If they get chainmail or iron armor, buy an iron sword. If you can't outmatch their gear and you're not confident with fighting them, you should try to flee the scene. You can do this by TNT jumping from the diamond gen to the next base. At this point, they risk getting their own bed destroyed if they chase you. After you get some diamond upgrades, you should try to get to mid as fast as possible. Buy potions and a pearl, rush players that you have better gear than, and make sure to only use your potions and pearls when it's absolutely necessary. If you go to mid a second or third time, your choices are endless, but I would recommend getting a diamond sword or an extra set of potions depending on how many emeralds you get. If your bed gets destroyed in the middle of the game, you should follow a similar strategy. Just keep in mind that players are more likely to attack you, so you should try and keep a close eye on the scoreboard and utilize the empty bases all over the map. Be aware of who's trying to attack you, who has a reason to attack you, and what you could do to distract players. Remember, unless you have the skills to pull it off, like some of the top Bedwars players, it's better to draw out a game as a final than going for a quick win. Now that you have a basic outline for winning solo Bedwars, let's go through some other tips I have for grinding Bedwars. To get a good grinding session, you'll want to choose the best time to play. This can take some practice, but it can help to play at a time when there are fewer sweaty players in line. As an Australian, I've noticed that playing at 7 to 8 AM helps for queuing more casual players. I'm not entirely sure why this is the case, but I think it might be because that's around hypixel's peak player time. Also, another huge factor is lag. Lag can be frustrating on any micro server, but hypixel's ND cheat can make lag a whole lot worse, teleporting players all over the place when it detects too much delay. Also, I'm talking about client-side lag, so if you have a really fast internet speed or don't share a router with anyone, you can skip to the next section. Now, there are some tips for improving the router itself, like using Ethernet or buying a faster router, etc. I haven't tried these because they're expensive and aren't guaranteed to work. However, a free strategy that helps a lot is understanding when the internet's being used and trying to work around it. Try and play Bedwars at a time when your family isn't using the internet. And see if it makes a difference. If it does, then you can consider if it's worth to play at that time instead of at your usual time. I'm not telling you to become nocturnal for a block game, but maybe consider adjusting your routine a little bit if it's worth it. Alright, so that's about it for my guide for winning solo Bedwars. I hope you found some useful tips and information in this video, and if this video helped you get more consistent wins, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more videos about Bedwars. See ya!